Bum-ba-da-dum! Howdy, welcome to BanjoBenClark.com. I am Banjo Ben, here with my Northfield Big Mon, about to teach you Shove the Pig's Foot a little further in the fire. This is a fun tune, and it's just an addictive melody to play. We're going to learn how to play the basic melody, and then we're going to spice it up a little bit with those little triplets and 16th note pull-offs. If you're watching on Facebook or YouTube, come on over to the site in a little while. You can join as a Gold Pick member, watch this lesson and hundreds more. But if you're here on the site already as a Gold Pick member, you got everything you need right here on this page. Just scroll right down. You'll see the rest of the video segments, the tabs, just like I played it, and the 3 speeds of rhythm tracks that you can practice along with. Let's jump into this one. You know, they say that this song is really about a blacksmithing tool, something that they used to call a pig's foot. Maybe they still do. You shove it a little further in the fire, but I like barbecue. I'm going to play like it's about that. Now, I love this melody, and I'm trying to put my finger on what exactly I love about it. I think it's those longer notes at the end of each phrase that kind of beg you to answer them or beg you to continue on. Those little notes right there. And it happens on both the A and the B parts. Now, the chord progression for this fiddle tune is the same for the A and the B parts, but the melody is going to change a little bit. We are in the key of G, but it has that typical fiddle tune structure where you play 8 bars of melody in the A part, then you repeat it, and then you switch to the B part, which is a little different, repeat that. Let's go ahead and learn the basic melody first, then we'll learn how to spice it up. As we look there in measure 3, it's labeled measure 3, we've got a little pickup coming into it. And you've got your pick strokes labeled there beneath each one of the notes, so nothing to worry about there. But it's pretty much straight up. There's a couple things that I want to point out to you. When we land on that open D string there in measure 4, you see how it has the little dot beside that note? That's a dotted quarter note. So that means it gets a beat and a half. So if I'm going to be counting measure 4, it would sound like this. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and then we've got a second fret right there on the end of 4. The same thing happens in measure 5. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and then in measure 6 we have a half note. We could tell that that open string is a half note because the line doesn't go all the way up to the note. So this whole line played slowly, and we'll play the whole thing really slow later on. It sounds like this. We pick up into the next line, which has a lot of repeating. We've already seen measure 7 and 8. When we get to measure 9, we have another one of those dotted quarters. 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and at this point, we're going to repeat the A part. Again, you see that repeat sign there at the end of measure 10. So that means we'll just go right back to the top. You've got your tab there printed out or maybe pulled up on your screen, and you can see exactly what that looks like. Now, whenever we go into the B part, we've got a little bit of syncopation. So as we looked at measure 11, look what we got. Now, you can choose to pull your finger up over that little 8th note rest, or you can leave it down. But the counting sounds like this. 1 and rest, and 3 and 4 and. So there's a rest right on the second beat. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Measure 12. You got a big long half note that's hanging out there. And what I like to do, I think I did it in the recording, is kind of fall off of it. I'm not really sliding down anywhere. I'm just letting it kind of decay and fall off. So. Measure 13. And then I'll do the same thing in measure 14. So the whole line sounds like this. Then repeating in measure 15. Then we have the same pickup notes at the end of measure 18 that take us into a repeated B part, or you could be, if that's your second time through the B part, you can go into the other solo, which is what we'll learn next. But before we do that, let's play this basic melody solo together slowly. If you're watching on Facebook or YouTube, you can come over to the website and pick it up from here. If you're a Gold Pick member, just click on the next video segment.